What's good, YouTube? Andre Reyes back with another video. I usually do traveling, vlogs, fitness, but today, as you can see, I got a hair transplant. This is my third day since my hair transplant. As you can see, my head is super swollen. And this isn't blood, this is medicine. We'll get into it later. But I'm here to give you the raw, honest truth about Asli Tarcan. There's so many mixed reviews that's going around, and for me, I've been researching for 4 years, looking at different clinics, different prices, and I chose Asli Tarcan. As a lot of other people have, I've watched a lot of videos. Nagadin is like probably the main guy that I've watched. But there's also a lot of YouTubers with less followers that talk about their experience at Asli Tarcan. This is gonna be a long video. I'm gonna give you every step of the way of what I've been through, and if I have a video clip, I will put it up. So first, how did I contact them? They have an Instagram page. I didn't know what WhatsApp was until I moved to Europe, but you download WhatsApp and you message them, and you do a quick consultation. You send them pictures of your hair, and they'll give you a rough estimate about how many grafts you need. And you can pick what kind of treatment you got. I got FUE. I'll get more into that later. And then they give you a estimate as far as the cost. I paid $2,500. Now this includes all your medicine, the actual hair transplant, hotel, and transportation and food. This doesn't include your flight. Good thing for me is I currently live in Europe. So for me, it was only a $150 flight. For people in the US, I know when I was searching in the US, it was like $1,000 or $1,200. Some guys, you'll meet people there who are from the US. 3 guys that I met they paid $1,200, $1,300. Obviously, it's the summertime, you're gonna pay more. Arriving in Turkey. Now, these Turkish taxi drivers are gonna try to hustle you. So right when I came out, I was kind of looking around. One guy locked eyes with me. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're for me. I just forgot your name. Call your company and I'll drive you there. I'm here for you." I'm like, "All right." So I called the company. They talked to him. They gave me the phone back, and it was Asli Tarcan, and they were like, "Hey, that's not your driver. Go far right to the sign Asli Tarcan. That it's like number 1 or something, and you'll find your driver." I got into the Sprinter van. It's a super nice Sprinter van, TV, nice lights, speakers. And the first day, you're just gonna arrive. Super nice hotel. You get in. I checked in pretty late, so I just got in and I went straight to sleep. The following day, they'll text you on your arrival day when they're gonna pick you up. 3 guys from the US and 1 guy was from the UK, and we headed to the clinic. Knew it was surgery day. Everyone's kind of nervous. So when you get there, you're just gonna sit down. They're gonna give you a bunch of paperwork to look through and sign. Then you're gonna go upstairs. Now everyone is assigned a nurse. They're assigned a translator and obviously the who are gonna do your surgery. The first thing they do is they look at the back of your head for grafts, how your donor area looks. I know this is a big thing regarding Asli Tarcan. People saying they got over harvest and things like that. So they go through, and it's a machine in front of you, and you see all of your grafts. And they'll look at like grafts that have 3 hairs, grafts that have 2, single grafts, things like that. After that, if you have a healthy donor area, they take you to do blood work. You're gonna do blood work every day. So they take blood out. I think they're doing it for AIDS test and like hepatitis C, and also to give you PRP treatment. You go into your surgery room, and you're meeting the techs, and then you have to go get your hair shaved bald. Now I know there might be other options if you pay more money, but they shave me bald. Then you go back into the room. They kind of clean your head. Then it's time for the big thing everyone talks about, the numbing needles. I'm gonna be honest. People talk about, it's not bad. I promise you, I don't care how high your pain tolerance is, these needles are uncomfortable. They hurt. It's the worst part of the surgery. Once you get past the needles, you're good. But I'm gonna be honest, they're hitting you in spots in the back of your head and in the middle. It's bad. It's bad. Just be prepared for it. They'll tell you, hey, take a deep breath. We're going to give you local anesthesia or whatever it's called. And just be prepared for it. Just know once you pass that, you're pretty much good. And then they start extracting. I had 2 people extracting. Now, my head is kind of wide and you're in a massage chair. So I was getting my head pressed this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. They're moving your head so they can get the right angle to get the grafts out. Super uncomfortable. The thing is, you don't be shy or don't hesitate to tell them, hey, I'm uncomfortable. Let me massage my face or move my face in different places so that you're comfortable. Why? Because you're gonna be laying there getting grafts taken out for at least 3 to 4 hours, depending on how many grafts are taken out. I'd say this is the second worst part of the surgery. So I would say the needles 1, and then the extraction 2. They're kind of leaning on you, you're uncomfortable, and they're, no pain. Maybe about 3 hours in, they're getting to the bottom, and I felt a little bit of pain. I told them, they gave me another injection, which you're not gonna feel anymore. Your head's completely numb. After that, everything was fine. After they extract hairs out, you have a lunch break. They give you a lot of food. I didn't eat it all. Some of the stuff didn't taste too good, but the chicken, potatoes, I can put a clip up of what they served us, was pretty good. So I ate, got right back on the table. Then they flip over. I had one tech start the incisions. I did FUE. I'm not sure what other people have done. This is my experience. I did FUE. So they make the little incisions in your head. And this is probably the shorter part of it. This only takes maybe an hour, 2 hours. After this, and mind you, the whole time you have a translator and you have people coming in checking on you. Asli Tarcan herself came in and checked on me, I'm sure. A lot of other people's experience as well. A sigh of relief is when you get to them implanting the hairs. Another tech came in, so I had 3 people working on me. That was the easiest part. I was watching a podcast, you're laying on your back, you're propped up at a 30-degree angle, and I was just listening to music, flipping on my phone, stuff like that. But that is one of the longer parts of the surgery. So I would say 3 hours getting extracted, 2 hours getting incisions, and 4 or 5 hours getting the grafts implanted. So after all is said and done, you're taken back out there. You probably meet with the people that you drove there with. Then they try to sell you things. I'm gonna be honest, depending on who your translator and the person that's working with you, they might push you to try to buy things. It's their job. For me, I got pushed a little bit, but after I tell you no about 2 times, I think you get the hint I'm not gonna pay. But they had a 3-month for $300 and a 6-month for $600. Don't quote me. This is just what I think it was. One thing I did do, they have an ozone treatment. They take your blood out. They mix it with ozone gas. I guess this helps with the healing process. So I did do that, and they do it right after your surgery. So when you're tired, you just want to go home, they're gonna try to, sell some things to you. So I got that done, which only took about 15 minutes. We're waiting on the driver anyway. They're gonna wrap you up, clean you up, and then you go to your hotel. That night, I'm gonna be honest, I took a painkiller, couldn't sleep. I maybe fell asleep maybe an hour. It's no pain, it's just trying to sleep upright. The next day, it was different for me. I was only there for 2 days. So the third day, I can't really tell you what's gonna happen. I think they just wash your hair and probably try to sell you more products. But for me, I was only there 2 days. So the second day I went in, they get spray bottles and they spray all the dry blood off your head. For me, I didn't bleed that much. I've seen other people on YouTube, they get up off of their pillow and there's so much blood and liquid. I didn't have that experience. So I had some dry blood, they sprayed it off. Then they do another PRP treatment. Then they give you a shot that's supposed to be a blood thinner. And I think that's all. Your driver comes, you get into the Sprinter, they drop you off. Now I'm home. Oh, and also that day, they gave me all the medication, all the shampoos, and this red stuff that you kind of pat on your head. And that's honestly my experience. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how your guys' experience was with your hair transplant. If you have any questions, subscribe, send me a message on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram in description. I'll try to clear up as much as possible. I know there's a lot of different views and reviews, and I mean, everyone's different. For me, I had a great experience. One more thing, the most important thing, have a clear understanding of what hairline you want. The people, okay, this is important. I know this is a long video. Before I got my hairline, it's lower. I mean, I have a lot of swelling, but a lady drew my hairline like this and said that's my natural hairline. I told her no, I didn't want that. And another lady came in and she was like laughing on her way in and drew me a straight box hairline. And when I got out, all the other people I was in the Sprinter with, they said she drew their hairline too. So be conscious. You're gonna be tired. You might not want to tell somebody no because they're doing your hairline, but you have to understand you're gonna come home and you're gonna have this shit on your head. So be conscious of it. So again, this is my third day. I just washed my hair for the first time. I put all my ointments and medicine on, which makes it red. And yeah, I'll show you guys my hair. I'll show you my donor area. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go weekly for the first month, and then I'm gonna go monthly. You're not gonna see that many changes. And for anyone who's had a transplant or has researched transplants, your first month is gonna look the best between first and third and fourth. So the first month, it's gonna look like this. The second month, you're gonna have shock loss. You're gonna lose all the hair, and you're gonna be basically bald. You're gonna be worse than when you first went in there. The third month, it's gonna start growing. The fourth month, it's gonna grow all the way up. I know people say 15 to 18 months, but honestly, from the people I know personally who got it, and for all the people I watch on YouTube, by the time you hit a year, you're just about done. So if you have any questions, anything, hit me up on Instagram, subscribe, and I'll answer every question you have. Thank you for watching. If you're on your transplant journey, good luck to you. If you're on the fence about getting a transplant, hey man, you don't have to drop the top. You can try to get a transplant. Hey, listen, there ain't nothing to be embarrassed about. There's nothing to be ashamed of, man. I've seen people in their younger than me, in their early 20s, and I've seen people older than me in probably their 50s. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, follow my journey. I'll see you guys at my 1 week update.